All right. Well, I think then I'm genetically superior to people who have allergies to dairy.
Bullshit!
Welcome to Moose Shit, where we spout bullshit. My name is Moose, and I'm joined by my cunning curators, Kub and Al. How you guys doing today?
Terrible.
What? What's wrong, Al?
I literally slept for probably 3 hours, but I went to bed at 12 and woke up at 10:45, but I just slept like shit the whole night, and I don't know why. And now I have a headache, but that won't stop me from doing moose shit.
It's called unhealthy habits there, Al. Unhealthy habits.
What do you mean? What is unhealthy?
Well, when you have unhealthy habits like too much screen time, not going to the gym, unhealthy diet, then it sort of leads your body to not get a proper restful night of sleep. Because you're too stressed.
I mean, I guess you could think of it that way.
I am thinking it like that.
Okay. But I'm here. I won't miss a day of work.
Welcome to this spooky day of moose shit.
I was
Anyways,
so
what are
good.
you saying? Fuck you.
This is being released right before Halloween?
Yes, this episode will be released right before Halloween. It should be released the Sunday of, and then Tuesday is Halloween. Ooh!
Please stop. Please stop doing that.
So, Coop, how was your day?
My day was good, Moose. I don't know how much you expected to happen in my day if we started recording at 11 a.m.
I mean, you could do a lot in the day.
I really can't if I wake up at 10:30.
Did you do a lot?
Moose,
Me?
it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Why would I wake up any earlier than 10:30?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just saying you could. Like, if this recording were to happen at 6 and you woke up at 5:30, you could say the same thing. How much do you expect it to happen in the day at like 6:30?
What?
I don't know, man.
My point still stands.
No, it does not.
How was your
Shut up.
day, Mose?
It was fine. I saw a TikTok yesterday, right? And so I sent it over to you guys to get your guys' opinion. Because on the news, basically, this guy is being there's like right now a movement happening on TikTok to get this guy deplatformed based off of some shit he did I don't know how many years ago. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it, right? So this guy walks into a school with a fully loaded, I don't know how to say this without not having, I'll still, with a shotgun. He walks to the school with a shotgun, right? And so he he
Can you add more suspense to this story, Mose? This is being released on Halloween.
Okay.
Stop, bro. Just get to the point, man.
So anyways, he's walks into the school and he has the gun aimed right up high. But when he gets and walks into a classroom, when the principal tackles him and another teacher attempts to grapple the gun away from him. In that struggle, the teacher gets shot with the foot, and then the guy goes to jail for 20 years. Now he's back, and he says, at least, that he's trying to do good, and he's on TikTok talking about mental health and what the driving forces are behind shootings in schools. And so, what I wanted to ask you guys is, based off the conversation that we had last week, do you guys think that this guy should be on TikTok?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I think there's some nuance to it, but some of the outrage that I've seen online is like, you guys should not be giving this man a platform. You guys are all narcissists. You guys are only thinking about yourself. You haven't imagined what the pain of these children gone through. And it's like, yes, like it is absolutely terrible that he went into the school and did that. But if you think people are capable of change, then why is it different for this guy? Which goes back to the argument we had last week. People capable of change, is he just a lost cause?
Okay, so then what if the crime wasn't that he shot up a school? What if it was he did things to kids?
God, Moose, why do you have to do this stupid what if, bro? It just
Because this
changes
was this.
obvious. It just changes obviously with the circumstance. So in my opinion, right? So this guy, like, yeah, I obviously you don't want to quantify him doing something like that because you don't know about like emotional trauma, whatever. But like, yeah, he did go in there and do that, but he didn't actually kill anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like he went in there, yeah, he did something terrible, but it's not like he took a life. And did you see how hard it was for him to talk about even just shooting the teacher? I thought it was sincere at least, but then like, bro, like, what is the point of taking away his platform? What does that do? Like he is really just trying to, because if he was really just doing it for clout, then why would he actually in his own time go out and talk to people like with the police? Like that was a real picture that he had of him going out with police talking about like school shootings. Like why would he
Well,
waste his time doing that
well,
if
people feel
it
like as
wasn't
though
sincere?
people feel like as though he's using the heinous act that he did to get clout now.
Yeah, and Kub was saying, like, in the video, you saw that he actually went out and did and worked with police and did like presentations on mental health, and that was before TikTok, or at least I thought it was before
It
TikTok.
definitely was. It definitely was.
So it that shows that he wanted to make change before he even got on TikTok. And the ultimate, like, I'm just trying to see the harm of people following him. Like, there is positives, I believe, in that he's spreading the importance of mental health, and I think he wouldn't, obviously we all know that he wouldn't have as many followers if he wasn't shooting up a school. But I don't understand what people think are the negatives of following this man on TikTok. Is it that they're gonna think that they can shoot up a school because that's not the message he's portraying, or are they just mad that he's getting clout? In that case, it's like, well,
I th- I think it's the fact that he's sort of being rewarded for like the heinous shit that he did. Because you said it right. He wouldn't have 250,000 followers on TikTok unless he shot up a school.
Okay, but then what is the solution to that? You want to go put him back in jail? He
right,
already served his time, bro. Like this is what I hate, bro. These are the same people, right? So the people that are mad, I honestly, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that the people that are mad are the stupid woke fucking idiots that all complain about everything and anything on the fucking planet. So these fucking people are butthurt about this, but like if say if like they don't want him to so they don't want him to have a platform, but he already served his time in prison, so why can't he have his platform? Like he's already, the way the law works is after you serve your time, then you're back to being a normal person. That's how it's
right.
supposed to work. You're supposed to reform. And this guy reformed, bro. Like what is the point? Like do you want to like, it's almost like they want them to just stay like the same damaged person that they were, that got sent to jail in the first place, or they should just be banned off of like using social media. Like that's ridiculous.
Okay. Um, I just want to make this very clear. I'm going to continue to play devil's advocate here, but I believe with what Boob and Al are saying. But I'm going to play devil's advocate continuously. Um, what if the time that he served just wasn't enough? Because everyone knows like there's deficiencies in inequalities in the justice system. So what if people feel as though the fact that he went and shot up a school 20 years is not enough?
The honestly, just fuck off. How long do you want him to serve? For bro, he went into a school with a shotgun and he shot somebody. Yeah,
Yeah, and I believe he was
he
saying
didn't.
that he really wanted to shoot himself. I don't know how true
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
what he said. That's literally what he said. He's, well, also I kind of believe it because, bro, he had like in the video I remember that he said like there was a student that like down the hallway, and then there was also
Yeah,
two other students, and he could have taken a shot at those two students, but instead he took two shots at the ceiling. because he
Hmm.
just wanted to scare them away. And he went into a classroom, bro. If you go into a classroom, that's the most vulnerable the people are gonna be. You're gonna be sitting in there and they're trembling in fear. And bro, he didn't shoot anybody because this dude really didn't want to shoot anybody. But
Then why
then,
was he
Yeah.
struggling for the gun?
well, because Moose, just because he didn't want to shoot anybody doesn't mean he just wanted to be like. You don't know what mental state that guy is in right now. Like he might still fight for the gun. Maybe the gun is what he feels is like that's his power right there. And he did say he wanted to shoot himself, so maybe he didn't want people to stop him from being able to shoot himself. I feel like he had the opportunity to harm people. And yeah, he harmed that one person, but also like, bro, people do a lot worse and get a lot less, bro. Like
Yeah, I
I
wonder
don't think
if
I
he
don't think
hadn't
this is a
injured
strong
that one
point.
te if he hadn't injured that one teacher, would there still be the same amount of backlash? That's one. And then two, what is the purpose of prison time? Is it more so to punish the person, to make them like live in a jail cell with no human interaction for as long as possible, or is it to have them reflect on their actions? And I think it's more so the purpose of prison is to have them reflect on their actions and reform. And so if like how much more reforming?
Wait,
Do,
prison can't be for that because you have life sentences that get dropped down in prison. So it's for punitive actions, for punishment. Prison, not for reform. You can reform anywhere. Prison is not necessarily the outlet that you need to reform someone. Prison is for the for punishing.
okay, so then do you think 20 years is too short for not even killing anybody?
Shooting a guy in the leg?
He went into a school with children that were vulnerable, traumatizing them for life, and making the school system just like people go to school, people drop off their kids at school knowing that they'll be safe there. And then he took the safe haven that is school and made it unsafe.
So then, Moose, what is like the? I know you're playing devil's advocate, but like, okay, right? So, what do you want to send him away for life for shooting a guy in the leg and causing mental trauma? Because by that logic, they're like, what about like when like people say crazy shit on the internet and it causes emotional damage to people? Because the emotional damage then can't be a scale that you use to. I'm sure 20 years was probably the max sentence he could have got based on the actual crime that he committed. Like, people got to remember that. Like, just because, yeah, you walk into a school and you bring a gun there and you scare a bunch of people, there is no
Yeah.
crime for scaring people with a gun. That's not a thing.
Yeah, I think
So
it's a
he
bit
got the max
misleading.
punishment probably for what he did.
What if it was
Go
a
ahead.
Parkland guy instead of the
Moose,
where
I'm
he
not. I'm
was?
not gonna sit here and defend that fucking maniac, bro. That guy's a legit crazy person, bro. I would have
Yeah,
gave that. He was a horrible person, bro.
But what if he did come out and say, "I am sorry. I want to try and reform. I want to be part of the solution." Are you just gonna let him?
I don't care. He could reform
no.
in jail. That doesn't mean he doesn't have to serve for what he did. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean he's just gonna get out, bro. He killed
moves.
like 17 people.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think it's a bit misleading to classify this guy as a school shooter in the same vein as say Sandy Hook or Parkland.
Yeah, like those guys killed people, bro. They legitimately went into schools and killed people. The Sandy Hook guy, that guy is just a horror. Like he's the worst out of all of them, bro. He
Oh
killed
my god,
kids.
he looks so
But
creepy.
yeah, and then bro, the Parkland kid, he legit had no. Have you guys seen? You guys have definitely seen the video of him in like the interrogation room
Yeah,
afterwards, and
going
like
crazy.
yeah, and it's fake crazy. It's not even real,
Yeah,
bro. This guy he's just a manipulator, bro. Like Moose, like I know you're playing. I know it because I know you would agree with me. But like just because like this guy reformed, and I think he has like truly reformed, but his crime was not like his crime fit his punishment. Like yeah, I would have sent him away for 20 years. Clearly, it did him like the world of good. He's like actually a decent person now. Like he doesn't
yeah,
have to be the greatest person of all time, but he's not a bad person anymore. But like the Parkland kid, just because he says like, "Yeah, I'm reformed," or like, "I want to reform," that doesn't mean I should be like, you know what? He wants to reform. Let's just let him out. No, you still gotta. You killed 17 people. Like you gotta stay
yeah.
in jail.
Yeah, I agree. So when I saw the news story yesterday, I said, first of all, it's like you guys said, it's disingenuous to put him into the same category as like Parkland, Sandy Hook, or Stone, Douglas. It's just not the same. If you look up the school shooting, but also like you don't have to like the guy. You don't even have to forgive the guy. But he's doing good. Like he's trying to do good at least. And that's really all you
Yep.
can ask for at this point. He can't go back in time and stop himself from doing what he did. And the people um who were affected, they're the ones with the power to forgive. It's not really on us to forgive him or not forgive him. So all you can do is just hope that the bad that he put into the world, the good outweighs it, basically.
Yeah. And I think it's more impactful if you hear about his story rather than if he was just some nobody. I think this is the best that you can get, like best case scenario in terms of development perspective. And like I believe I watched a TED talk a while ago about the Columbine shooter's mom, and she basically did a TED talk and like she didn't see all the red flags and she didn't um understand what her son was capable of, and I think that serves a good lesson because she's the mom of a school shooter. I think people would take her story as more impactful than if it was just like the mom of and
Nope, 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 nope. Yeah,
God damn it, Alex! You went through the whole thing without saying his name, and then you just name dropped
sorry,
him.
I'll cut that
we're
out.
not gonna be saying his name just simply due to the fact that we're not in that place on whether or not to forgive him or not forgive him. So I don't want to be in the place of promoting him or not promoting him. So
Okay. Well, do you understand my point?
yes, I understand your point.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Bleep that out. His name.
But God, now how do I transition this into it? So the one thing that really stuck out to me was the guy saying how afraid he was to die alone. And this is gonna be a fucking hard right break, okay? So stick with me. Don't click off. I'm sorry about this transition, but this is what you guys get. But what are you guys afraid of? Ooh, tell me something about your guys' phobias. Ooh.
That's an insane switch up. It's a
Yeah.
wild
This
switch up.
this guy had a phobia of dying.
Alone?
Alone.
That's not necessarily a phobia. Like, because there's a difference between fears and phobias, right? A fear is like, oh, I'm afraid of that spider that's on the wall right now. A phobia would be, I'm afraid that when I walk into a room, there will be a spider. Like, that's the difference between a
Yeah.
fear and a phobia, I think. So, do you guys
Yeah.
have phobias?
Are phobias something that you have to get like diagnosed with?
Uh, I say anything mental health related is something you should be diagnosed with, including phobias. But
So
you
we're
can
just
just you can just talk about a layman's and how everyone who doesn't like being touched with mud says, "Oh, I'm a germaphobe." So
yeah.
you
Moose,
can
I
just
think
talk
you're
about
a
it like that.
germaphobe.
No,
Moose
I
is
just
a
don't want.
germaphobe.
Nope,
He
nope, nope. I
definitely is.
just don't want your guys' piss-soaked hands on my
Moose,
fucking
I don't know what
body.
you think I fucking do when I pee, bro. I don't know if you think I pull my dick out and then put my hands in front of my piss stream and like run my hands through it. Moose, legit, what I do is I grab the waistband of my shorts, pull it down, and then I pee
Yeah,
because I know that I can't wash my hands afterwards.
but there's usually splashback.
Moose, I'm pissing into the grass, bro. How is it gonna splash back? You gonna splash back off the floor?
Yeah, I'm surprised you're so concerned about that. But then like doorknobs and just like regular things that people touch all the time, there's so much germs on it, and you still touch them.
Uh, like when I was working at the urgent care, I would always continuously use hand sanitizer and everything like that. I've tried to become like better with it. I still though,
Mm.
like if I'm in the bathroom, I won't just use the door handle. I would try and touch it in like the least like that corner where most people's hands wouldn't go or palms wouldn't go. I use like
That
my
makes sense.
pinky finger press down on the doorknob and use my foot to fling the door open instead.
I mean, I feel like that's fair. Like, the door handles that have the way to get out without like using your hand.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do that. But like in other bathrooms, I'll just like what's it called? Like go up to the door with like say if they have like the paper towel thing, I'll grab like a paper towel and like use the paper towel while grabbing the handle and then just throw that paper towel out. Or like what Moose said, I'll like just sometimes I've legit like a UFC X kick where like I'll put my foot like kick my foot over the door and then land it on top of the handle, like kicking it down at the same time and then quickly pulling my foot back so the door opens. And then I'll like sneak my
Yeah,
elbow in
no,
there.
I think that's fine to do, but I'm saying Moose makes a bigger deal out of
I mean,
us.
Moose doesn't
He
have a.
literally
Yeah,
runs
we
away
won't be
from us.
able to. Yeah, like if I took a piss and then put my hands near Moose, he'll fucking act like
Spaz out.
I have like radioactive like shit on my hands. Like
Yeah, one time me and Moose were walking back from the business school, and I had a piss, so I went into a porta potty, and the porta potties at the school actually have hand sanitizer in the thing. So I told him like, Moose, I just used the hand sanitizer. There's hand sanitizer in all of these, and he still didn't want me touching him and wanted me to take out my water bottle and pour it on my hands, even though I
no,
just put on hand
I
sanitizer.
remember last winter we were hanging out and I went to take a piss and I was okay with just getting back in the car because I didn't touch my dick. And then Moose was like, "No, like go wash your hands." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay, give me a wipe then," because normally he has wipes with him. He didn't have wipes with him. I was like, "Moose, what the hell do you want me to use to wash my hands?" And he made me get a water bottle from his trunk, and it's like 20 degrees outside, and I'm pouring cold water on my hands, and my hands literally turned red from the fucking absolute cold that it was on them.
Even though you
All
didn't touch
because
it.
Moose is scared of my non-dick hands.
Yeah, Moose, I keep my dick very clean, actually.
I don't think you do actually. I really don't, because if I remember, you have smelly feet. So how am I supposed to trust your dick?
Alex does have smelly feet.
Well, I mean, feet are a lot different than my cock.
I mean, you should be washing them both about as equally.
I mean, I do. Well, I mean, my cock is like the first thing I wash.
Okay, thank you. I guess what do you want to say to that?
Anyways, next, phobias. Most you had a phobia of dogs.
Why is it just my phobias? You don't have any phobias?
Um,
I'm scared of spiders,
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty scared of spiders.
but I'm not scared of like every spider. Only like so like if they're really small,
The
I
ones
really
that
don't
jump.
care. Yeah, that's another thing. They're fast as shit. Like if I saw like a tarantula ever, I would
Oh my
like
god.
literally like either freeze in terror or I would like sprint away. Like when we go to like how like the Petco's and stuff like that, they'll have like the animals in the thing. So like sometimes they'll have like a tarantula there, and I will like make every effort possible not to look in there. Like I'll look at everything around it, and then I will not look in there because if I see it, my body I just get goosebumps.
And then whenever I see like spider videos or bug videos online, it's always
Yeah,
in Australia. So that's why I'm never going to Australia. And I'm pretty sure tarantulas live in Australia too.
they
There's just
do,
a
they
whole
do.
bunch of bugs. Not just bugs, like spiders and gross shit that lives in Australia. So
Everything in Australia is built to kill you.
yeah. So it's unfortunate, but sorry. I also had a like I just don't like blood in general. So like it's gonna make me sound like a bitch. But my sister one time, she had to get my blood pressure. I don't know if I told this. She had to get my blood pressure for her practicing for nursing or something. And when she was taking it, she thought she was doing something wrong because it was getting really low. And she did it like 3 times in a row. and I'm just standing there really uncomfortable, and she thinks she's like has to mess with it because it's not getting a normal blood pressure reading. And it's really because I'm like about to faint because I feel the blood vessels. Like literally when they squeeze your arm, you feel the blood going through your arm, and it just makes me so uncomfortable that I had very low blood pressure.
That's called
Yeah,
vasovagal syncope.
I thought you were
Wow.
gonna say like you were scared of like I thought this story was gonna actually have blood in it. Like that's just there's no
It's
need
just
to
a
Yeah.
be.
thought of blood.
Yeah, it's just pussy.
Well, okay. I
Are
mean,
you
actually,
serious?
I think I'm more scared of the thought of blood than I am regular blood because I get I get nosebleeds a lot too, and that doesn't bother me. I think
Have
You're
it's
you gone
just
just
a
to the doctors
weenie.
for that yet?
no, man. I, I'm working on it.
You're just a wiener.
Yeah, just like I'm a pussy for having a peanut allergy, something that
Yes,
I
bro.
cannot
Yeah,
control.
no, it's just a fact.
Alex is afraid of peanuts.
No,
I
no, no, not
mean,
even that. Like just like how you're afraid of shrimp, but that's a whole nother thing.
I'm
I'm
not afraid of
convinced
shrimp.
that anybody that has a peanut allergy or a nut allergy, anything like that, that they are just genetically inferior and they're pussies.
that's just not
Because think about
true.
it. Okay,
I
so then
cannot
how?
control it.
Okay, so then if you're not genetically inferior to me, why can I eat a scoop of peanut butter like it's nothing and you can't?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I
Moose, are you liking the stuttering show from Alex today?
Yeah, fuck people with allergies. Those guys are
yeah.
bitches.
Yeah,
Do you
pussies,
have
bro. Pussies.
seasonal allergies?
No, I
Yeah,
have
but
no allergies.
seasonal
So,
allergies also don't kill you. You'll die
so,
if you touch a peanut.
so do you think you're genetically superior to anybody that has an allergy?
That can kill them? Yeah.
Yeah. Like if
Well,
you can eat a peanut and all it does is like it'll give you like a rash on your face or something like that. Like you know like what I'm saying like some of them just give you like hives stuff like that. Like then yeah, maybe it's not that big of a deal. But for you, your fucking throat closes up and you'll literally end up dead in like 20 minutes if you don't get a damn EpiPen.
Bitch shit.
honestly, I don't know how that hasn't like um evolution. I don't know how we haven't gotten rid of that. You would think people,
Well, it's because we'd have to Alex, do you know how evolution works? You know we would
well,
just have to like you would have to be like we would throw you and anybody else that has a peanut allergy off to the side and say, get away.
I mean, it's that, but it's also I would just die if I lived in the 1200s and I ate a peanut by accident, and we wouldn't have the a hospital or anything modern
I
medicine to
mean,
control that. So I would just die.
peanuts are
You would
not
have to.
that common. Like they weren't around that often when
Okay,
we
well
were
there are
back in
people with like
1200s.
dairy allergies and egg allergies,
Yeah.
which is more common. That's why I don't understand how they haven't gotten rid of.
Evolu- evolution doesn't get you to a more a better human. It just gets you to a different human.
Yeah, because think about it, Alex. Our ancestors were able to just eat raw meat.
I don't even understand how I got that because my mom and dad and both my set of grandparents do not have a peanut allergy, and I'm pretty sure
That
allergies
means
are
you're
hereditary.
literally genetically inferior.
Well, maybe it wasn't hereditary. Are allergies hereditary?
The
Let's see.
tendency to develop allergies is often hereditary, which means it can be passed down through genes from parents to their kids.
Bruh.
But just because parents has allergies doesn't mean their kids definitely will get them. So your child
Okay.
might not be a bitch, but you are.
All right. Well, I think then I'm genetically superior to people who have allergies to dairy.
But you're
Why?
not because you have your own setback.
Yeah, but dairy I think is a worse allergy to have than peanuts
Well, that's in your
Because
opinion.
because dairy is so much more common.
yeah, but like I can just flick a peanut into your mouth and you'll die.
You'll
Yeah,
literally be dead.
but
Like you just
most
won't be
normal
alive
people
anymore.
don't sabotage their friends by flicking a peanut. Is that I'm not talking
Yeah,
about revenge. I'm
but
just
like,
saying like
okay, right?
everyday
So like,
life.
So like, let's say I just happen like I bring like we have a little get together and I bring cookies, right? And it's like an assorted platter, right? And there's a peanut butter like chocolate chip thing in there or like something like that, right? And like yeah, throughout the night like you just start like, "Oh, I'm only going to eat these." But then we know how Alex gets, he gets drunk and then he's just going to start
Mm-hmm.
grabbing shit. So then he
Mm-hmm.
grabs the peanut butter one and he eats it and then he ends up fucking dead 5 seconds later cuz he's a wiener.
No,
Then
I've
like
developed a very strong habit of checking the packaging to make sure there's no peanuts, and if I don't have
See,
the packaging,
you
I
gotta
ask.
check the packaging. So like you gotta waste your time doing that. Whereas like if I go up to that thing any time of the day, I can just grab whatever the hell I want. But
Oh
you
my
can't
god.
because you're scared of peanuts.
I can't wait until your child has a peanut allergy, an egg allergy, a dairy allergy. And
Yeah,
then
but
what are you
then you
gonna
know what
do?
I
You're
do?
gonna
I'm just
disown
gonna
them?
no, I'm gonna point them out and be like, you are genetically inferior. I'm gonna throw them off a bridge
Well,
because I'm creating the ultimate race. I'm just gonna breed more of myself because I'm
that
such an
sort of sounds
alpha
like
male. Because I'm
eugenics.
such an alpha male. But Alex, I
And,
do think you're a weenie for having a
I mean,
peanut
I
allergy.
don't know why. It's literally something that I can't even control.
Yeah, but you can't eat a peanut without dying. I just think that's pretty pussy.
Anyways, next phobia. Most dogs.
I'm not afraid of dogs. Okay, I can handle dogs. I'm
You
pretty
were
good with them
afraid of
actually.
dogs.
Yeah, I was afraid of dogs, and then I got used to it. I got over it.
Mm,
Unlike you with
Congratulations.
peanuts. Unlike with
Oh
you,
my
you and
god.
peanuts.
Peanuts are not a phobia.
You are scared of peanuts.
I'm not scared.
So if I throw a peanut at you, you won't panic?
No. I'll panic if
Uh,
it like goes down my throat, but not if I'm just in the presence of peanuts.
Alright, so next time I'm gonna try to throw a peanut down your throat. And hopefully my accuracy will be on point. Moose, you're afraid of dogs?
Okay, I have every right to be afraid of dogs if I was afraid of dogs, but I'm not afraid of dogs. But if I were to be afraid of dogs, I have every right to be, since most of the times when I go by dogs, they just start barking and coming up at me and trying to attack me. So,
It's almost like how do you know they're trying to attack you?
because they're running up to me.
That doesn't mean they're trying to attack you. That means they're trying to sniff you, genius.
No, but they're running up to me while
That's
barking.
literally what every dog does, bro. If you pass by a dog and they're coming by you, what do they always do? They start coming towards you because they want to sniff you. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I
very
think
with
rare that a dog
baring
is
their
gonna
teeth,
just
baring their teeth,
randomly.
baring their teeth. They go
Moose,
like, "Arr, arr, I want to smell you." Arr."
I highly doubt that the majority of dogs that you come across come at you with their teeth out. If they are, what are you just surrounded by like fucking pit bulls and German shepherds, bro? Like what is
No,
yeah, I
sometimes
mean,
it's
I
poodles that do that too.
no most. It depends on the dog because some dogs are more aggressive than others. But if you're just having regular ass nice dogs go up to you and start growling, like
bro? Like
maybe you are genetically inferior, Moose.
the average dog that you see, like if we go to the park right now and somebody's walking their dog, that dog is not gonna run at us barking. Or like not even barking. It might bark at us, but it's not gonna like try to bite us. Like no, like
Unless it's Moose, because
I
he's
don't know if
95.
genetically inferior.
I don't know if I told the story, but literally I was walking around my complex and I was going down the street and some dogs started running up basically. And so I started screaming for help, basically begging for my life. And he continuously started chasing me. So I started running and he started running and he was running pretty far. So I don't think that guy was trying to smell me. Eventually though the owner got it. So I was
What
safe.
kind of dog
I'm
was it?
safe. Um
Can
it
you
was about
see
the
if that
size.
neighbor has like a ring camera or something where we can see you running,
And
I
screaming for
screaming?
help.
She probably doesn't, but I think I don't know. This dog came up to like mid calf. That was like the size. I don't know what kind
Mid
of dog it was.
calf? That's fucking tiny.
Wait, let me think. Let me
That's
think.
like a foot tall. Are you
Okay,
dead
not
ass?
mid, not mid calf, not mid calf,
From a
not mid
dog
calf,
that
not
was
mid calf. My knee, my knee. It came up to my knee. I
Okay,
think.
that's decently big.
Wait, 3/4 up my calf.
Bruh, you are not dead ass, bro.
I think that's an accurate size.
That's fucking tiny, bro. I
It
thought
didn't
this
look
was gonna be
tiny.
like a pit bull or something, bro. Like changing
Moose is
that.
a pussy. Moose is a pussy.
I'm not a
Moose, you know
pussy.
what? You know why? You know what kind of dog I would have given you like a pass for being afraid of dogs? You remember that dog we saw outside the IHOP?
Yeah.
I would have
God,
given
that
you a pass if it was that thing was fucking terrifying, bro. I'm sorry. Like I went up to it, like I didn't go up to it, but I went up to my side of the door, and I was just like, "What's up, buddy?" Because it's a dog sitting there. I was like, "Okay," like, and it was just chilling. So I was like, "This is a nice dog." As soon as I finish my sentence, bro, jumps up, showing every bit of its teeth, bro, and the rope that it was tied to the tree was just barely restraining it, bro. You could
Moose,
tell that dog wanted to eat my fucking face, bro.
I know you're looking up a Labrador Retriever right now. I know this was not a Labrador Retriever.
no, it
Was this
wasn't.
what the dog was?
No.
Oh.
Give me other.
Because if
Give me
that's the
other
case,
dogs. Give me other dogs. Give me other dogs.
Moose, it's gonna take us forever if it's just
bro,
literally
there's so many
dogs,
dog
bro.
breeds.
You
What do
know
you
how
mean
many
give you other
It,
fucking
it has
dogs?
it has to be like near or below. Near or below. Just dogs are there.
Moose?
Near
You
or
know how
below.
many near below dogs there are?
It might be
We'll just chalk it
this.
up to
It
me and
might
you
have been a
admit.
Shih Tzu
A
Stop,
Shih
bro.
Tzu? Oh my god.
You're a fucking
or a
wiener,
Maltese. A Shih
bro.
Tzu or a Maltese, I think.
Bro, there's no defense for this. You're a fucking pussy, bro. I'm sorry. You ran from a Shih Tzu.
Is that bad?
Uh, bro, Moose, Shih Tzus, I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure classify into the dog breed that are considered like toy dogs. Like they're so small that it's like a toy dog breed. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure
I mean,
Malteses are the same thing.
to be fair, Chihuahuas, which are really tiny, are probably usually the most
The
aggressive
most,
dog.
yeah, yeah, but it doesn't matter because, bro, you cannot be afraid of a Chihuahua, bro. Like I would just straight up punt a Chihuahua if it started running at me.
Okay, okay.
Bro, Moose, are you scared of Chihuahuas?
Uh, I might be. I've never been up to one.
Oh my gosh,
We need to go to Petco one day.
I don't think they really have dogs sitting there like that though. I think they only have like cats and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, because cats are superior.
I mean, they're
Let's
just
go
not.
cats. Let's go cats.
Cats fucking suck, honestly. It's
Yeah.
so rare that you just find that, like, if you go to somebody's house, right? What does their dog do the second that a new person gets there? They run up
Attempt
to
to
you.
attack me.
No, no. Okay, so when we go to Alex's house, did Oscar run up to you, try to attack you?
Okay, but Oscar didn't run up to me at all.
Yeah, that's because you're just so unlikable. But
Fuck
normally, the
you.
dog will just come up to you, and as long as it's not like a crazy, like, half these dogs, like the big dogs that you're probably thinking of, Moose, they're like fucking genetically, like, they're in their genes, it is to be a guard dog. So like if you go up to somebody's house and ring the doorbell and you hear that dog barking like crazy, that doesn't mean it's just like a untamed, like not under control dog. It just means it's doing its job. So that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna keep barking at you. But most of the time when you open the door, yeah, it'll keep barking, but like it's not ever gonna just like run out and attack you. Like, bro, I was literally a delivery driver, and people would have their dogs all the time, like barking at me, like I was like a intruder to their house. And then when they open the door, they're just like relax, sit, and then they'll just sit. And I even like pet like half of them because they were mad chill. But like most of the time, you go into a house, the dog just starts sniffing you, jumping around because it's excited to see new people. You know what a cat does, bro? A cat either never comes up to the person, it'll come up to them, paw at their foot a little bit, or the cat is just hissing and like trying to.
Yeah.
Bro, I go to
Yeah,
my
it's
boy's
almost as if
house.
you have to work
Dude,
for it.
what?
It's almost as if you have to work for the love instead of just
My
getting it.
friend's cat literally attacks his sister to this day, and they've had it for maybe 7 years. Still
Mm.
attacks the cat to this day,
Maybe she
or
hasn't
it
worked
still
for it.
attacks her. So what you're saying is you have to spend individual time with it for it to not attack you.
Yeah.
Then why does it still attack my friend? Like, yeah, he'll let him hold it, but like, if the cat doesn't get its way, it'll start like clawing at him.
Um. Maybe he's not working for it.
Yep. There it is. There it is. It's just constant with this guy, Moose. Maybe it's just in the nature of the cat. Have you ever thought of that? That it's
No.
not the owner, it's just the cat.
No, it's not possible.
Okay, so then what about the German shepherds that like you just wrote off so easily? Why can't you just don't you just have to earn it with that? The dogs that'll just bark at you to begin with. How come they'll start barking at you and then their owner can just say like whatever the dog's name is, stop, and it'll stop barking.
Um.
Most has
You're an
an
idiot.
inherent
You're an
bias
idiot.
against dogs.
You're an idiot and you can't respond. Is that it? That's what I
Moving
thought.
on.
That's
You
what I
don't
thought.
have any. You
That's
don't
what I
have
thought.
any. You don't have any phobias
I
besides
told you I'm
spiders.
scared of spiders, bro. What else is there to be afraid of, bro?
Death.
Like well, that's just deep, bro. That's way too deep. But I'm also afraid of like other animals. But like I feel like it's just gonna be the same thing. Like if I see this animal, I'm scared of it.
Mm.
But it's only like certain things. So like I'm not afraid of snakes. But if I am in like, because I've seen snakes before. But if I'm in like a jungle or like a desert or something like that, like in an area where I know there is poisonous snakes and I see or hear a snake, then I'm gonna be terrified. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scared of snakes normally though. Like they're just not that scary. Like your average snake, like a garden snake, is just not. It's not scary.
Like you don't have like some bitch shit animal shit like peanuts from Mal or
Oh my god.
other
Or
or
dogs from you.
no, it's not dogs because I'm not afraid of dogs.
You are afraid of dogs.
I'm not. I'm fine around Oscar.
Okay. So then germs.
I'm not. I'm just afraid of piss hands. I'm not afraid of germs.
I mean, I
I'm
just
afraid
don't.
of
I
my
don't know
cock.
what you. I don't know what you think I do. I don't know who fucking gets piss hands while peeing outside. I don't know who's grabbing their junk and aiming it around, and then like wiping their hands in the piss as they're like peeing. And I don't know who's just not pulling their pants down like a normal person, and then peeing. Like I don't even aim when I'm taking a piss outside because there's nothing to aim into. So I don't know what your point is exactly, but no, I don't have any pussy fears, Moose. I mean, you could say that spider is a pussy fear, but I don't have any like weird ones like that. Like Alex's fear of blood is pretty stupid.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's not
Like I
something I
think
can
that
really control.
I mean that's
What
just
about
very,
what about it though makes? Because I can say why I'm afraid of dogs, but like, what makes you afraid of
I
blood?
thought you weren't afraid of dogs.
If I were to be afraid of dogs, I have
Yeah,
reasons.
stupid. Shut the fuck up.
I have stories. But like, why is Al afraid of blood?
Yup, Moose has total reason to be scared of dogs because he got chased
When I
around by a
was
Shih Tzu.
No,
You
when I was a
fucking
kid,
loser.
and I had to go pick up my sister from my neighbor's house, the dog fucking chased me around the pool. A
What kind of
fucking
dog
pit
is it?
bull. I think it was a
Okay,
pit
that's
bull.
fair. That's fair.
So that shit's ingrained. Why is
Well,
Al
Moose,
afraid of
also
blood?
you can't show fear to the dog, bro. If bro, dogs are like any other animal, like bro, and this is the same thing with cats too. Like if you have a cat that likes to like scratch and claw people, like my friend's cat does, what he'll always say is just don't show fear to the cat. And at first I used to be scared of him, so he would fuck with me. Now I'm not scared of him. So now he'll like, yeah, he'll try shit, but like Before, like, he would go out of his way to come, like attack me or like claw at me or whatever. Now he won't because he knows that I'm not scared of him. But like, it's the same thing with dogs. If you constantly show a dog that like I'm scared of you, then yeah, it's gonna control you, bro. I feel like you would lose in a fight to a damn Chihuahua moose.
But anyway, I don't really know why I'm afraid of blood. I think it's just like even I get uncomfortable in science classes when we speak about like organs and anatomy. I don't know. It's
Okay,
just
that is OD.
well, not really uncomfortable, but it's not my favorite subject. I think just
Most
realizing that
people's fear of blood is seeing blood. So like, let's say
yeah,
like Moose gets a giant cut because he's running away from a Shih Tzu. The
Hug
dog
you.
comes up to his like calf, but it's okay. Like let's just say that happened, and Moose gets like his arm is like completely scraped up because he's also like extremely unathletic, and his
Fuck
arm is just
you.
bleeding all over the place. Like then I would get it. Like some people couldn't look at that because they're like terrified of the sight of blood, right? But like
yeah,
what you're saying is like you're just scared of the human body, like thinking
yeah,
about the inside of a human body,
yeah.
which is like kind of AIDS. Like that sounds
Is it
so
because
ridiculous.
it reminds you of your mortality, Al?
Um, I don't know, man. That gets kind of deep. I don't know.
So
Maybe.
then,
So
what is it? You have no good reason other than
It
you're a
just makes
weirdo.
me uncomfortable. I don't have to have a reason.
Oh my god, that is the perfect way to just. I could say, you know what? I'm afraid of recording podcasts. Ask me why.
why?
I don't know why. I just have reason. I can't tell you the reason. I just get the feeling. Like that's what you're doing right now. You have no good reason. At least Moose, his fear of dogs comes from him having bad interactions with dogs. You can't just say you're afraid of something for the reason of being afraid. Like there has to be something about it.
It's just like I don't
This is
know.
some Usopp shit. This is straight Usopp shit. Did I use that right?
What?
No?
I did, but isn't Usopp like the scaredy guy and like the straw hat?
Yeah? Shut
So
the
then,
fuck up, Moose. Stop
so I did
disrespecting
use it
my.
right. So I did use it right.
No, but like it was just a shit reference. Like yeah, Usopp is afraid of stuff, but like what does that have to do with anything right now?
Because I was just afraid of stuff for no
Yeah,
discernible reason.
Oh,
but
that's from One
Usopp
Piece.
has reasons though. Like
I
Usopp is
thought it was a
scared
good
of like
reference.
the it was shit. Moose, you don't even watch the show, so you wouldn't know if it's a
I
good
am
reference.
on episode 11.
Of the
I'm on
fucking
episode
of what?
the East Grand Blue or East Blue Line or yeah
Oh, you're
East Blue
actually
E.
watching the anime.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were watching the shitty, not the shitty, but the live action.
the live actions
That
in
was
episodes.
yeah, like
Oh.
it's well, there's like 12 episodes or something, but like I was gonna say because the live action is not even the same story. But Moose, why are you gonna like? We told you 1,000 times. You could have just watched the episode of East Blue, and then you wouldn't have to like. That would give you a good like a meter stick of whether you would actually want to watch the episodes. Because that's in like a movie format.
Yeah, I've asked if I can skip around, and Jason's like, "Nope, you can't skip around. You have to start from this episode. You have to get to this
Moose.
episode."
Also, Jason said that you can't skip around, but then he'll also like want to force you to watch the episode of East Blue. So I don't know why you listen to what that guy says. He's literally a moron. But yeah, like you don't have to watch like especially like if you're already doubting yourself on whether you want to watch it or not, then just watch like like the episode of East Blue. If you like it, then you keep going, and if not, then you just stop there, and then you don't have to waste because like there's a lot of like filler part in the thing. Like watching that
Yeah,
1 2 hour thing will get you through like 50 episodes, which is like pretty good actually.
yeah, because I'm on episode 11, and I'm not hating it, but like I'm not having that great of a time. Like there's some moments that are pretty cool, like
Yeah,
when he went up against like when Luffy went up against that clown guy.
Yeah, when he fights Buggy. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
gotta think about it. Like it's yeah, there's a lot of dead parts in the beginning too, but like it's anime that's coming from a manga, so like they're just translating like panels on a in a book to a TV show. So
Hmm.
like like some of the dead panels like that are like just like you would breeze by those in like half a second. They're showing those in this like in the show. It's gonna be boring. That's why like One Piece is so bad because there's so much filler in it. It's so annoying. There's so much like and the pacing of the show just or the pacing of the anime just gets like progressively worse and worse. So
But that brings us to another thing. Al, why are you afraid of One Piece? Why are you afraid of anime?
I'm not afraid of anime. I'm just not interested in it. We've had this conversation before, man. You guys are just gonna get mad at me.
you haven't even given it a chance.
I have watched, I think, 1 or 2 episodes.
Wow. Wow.
I
Moose,
mean,
imagine
most you
imagine
just
watching like Moose, just give me a genre of movies.
Western. No, not Western. Horror.
Okay, so I've watched the first 20 minutes of a horror movie and I've concluded that I hate the genre. That's
well,
the equivalent of what you're doing, Alex. You watched 1 or 2 episodes of one anime series and concluded that you don't like the whole genre.
yeah. Well,
Like
sometimes humans do
even
things that are irrational.
that are stupid. Yeah. Even Moose said that he didn't like One Piece. And then we pointed out to him, Moose, you only watched 2 episodes. So you know what he did? He started watching again.
And most, what are your thoughts now?
It's not my favorite anime, but I'll try and get through East Blue or
Yeah, like at least
do
he's
the
making
movie.
an effort to like go through the thing. Like, and yeah, if it's not his favorite, it's not his favorite. It's whatever. I mean, he's just gonna be the oddball because obviously, like, Jason and Biggest like it so much, but you are just like the complete oddball because you don't like anything,
Well,
and
I
it's for
think,
no good reason.
well, I mean, yeah, but I think there also has to be some pull factor that would get me hooked on it in the first
Watch
place. Like,
Death. Watch Death Note. A guy gets a notebook which allows him to kill anyone in any place, anytime, and uses it to fight crime. But because he's killing someone, another detective's on his trail, trying to solve the mystery of how he's killing everyone. It's a good
Yeah,
anime.
Death Note is really good, bro.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. You've watched Death Note once?
What?
Yeah, Moose, you've seen Death Note, right?
Yeah, I've watched all the episodes. I'm done
Yeah, I
with it.
was gonna say, and Moose, I think you could also say this like Death Note is even less anime than it is just like a straight up TV show.
Yeah,
Like
it's a pretty
it's
breezy
like a
watch.
TV
It's
show.
like
Yeah,
it's a very limited run of anime, so it's not like you have to watch 600 episodes to get to where everyone else is, because the episodes are over, and I think there's only like 20ish episodes. So it's
I
just like
think like
one season of a show.
including like because there's like 2 separate arcs to the story, but including like both arcs, I think it's something like 34 episodes. But
And
like
you
you can
don't
easily like binge that in like a week. To be honest, like you could get
you
done
can
with this
also
whole
just
series in a week.
watch the first arc and you'll get everything that you need to know, and then you can choose
Yeah,
whether or not you want to watch the second arc, because not everyone likes the second arc.
I mean,
yeah. The
yeah, I'm
second arc
looking
is
up Death
kind of
Note
whack.
now. I mean, the premise of it seems pretty cool, I guess.
It's also in English, so
Yes, I hate
But it's
Japanese
better. But it's
people.
better in Japanese. It's better in Japanese.
but you'll watch
Watch
it, right? Because it's way better
watch
than
it in
Lucifer.
Japanese.
Um,
It
I'll
is
watch
way
it.
better
Yeah, I
than
mean,
Lucifer. It is way
really?
better than Lucifer. Yes, and I love Lucifer, but Death Note is like a very good show slash anime.
I would say it's even better than you. Like, I like it better than you.
There's it's a movie or it's a show?
Do
Don't
not
watch the
watch the
movie.
movie.
Don't watch the
Do not.
movie.
Whatever
Okay.
you do, if somebody is holding a gun to your head and they tell you to watch the movie, you tell them to pull the
Yeah,
trigger.
because I'm looking at the movie in 2006. I mean, it has a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how bad
The
it can be.
movie's not from 2006.
It
What are you
shouldn't
looking
be
at
from
right?
2000. Is the movie live action, Alex? Like
Yeah.
from the picture, can you see? Alex, are you sure? I thought the movie
Yeah.
was newer.
Look at Moose's screen. 2006.
Oh, this is a Japanese movie.
Okay, so then it might not be as shit, but I haven't seen that one. The American version is
Yeah.
so bad.
Okay.
It's
But don't
one of
watch
the
the movie.
worst
I see.
pieces of cinema that I've ever seen in my life.
2017.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay.
And this is what you're looking at. This is what you should be watching.
Okay, man.
Most tightly written, best paced anything I've watched ever.
Yeah, it is pretty well paced and everything. There's not that many. The dead parts come after, like, in the second arc, pretty much. So that's why people don't like it. But it's not even really like dead parts. It's just like
Like they
there's
finished
like
the story and then they decided, oh, we can probably keep on going. And then that's
yeah,
where the issue lies.
there's like a fan favorite that they just get rid of, pretty much. So
But we will not spoil it because you're gonna watch it over the weekend, right?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I'll watch it, just not over the weekend. I have exams to prepare for. Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yes, it's on Netflix. I mean, you can watch a little bit and then prepare for your exams.
Okay. It's only 22 minutes. That's doable.
And with that, we're gonna end today's episode. Thank you so much for watching the spooky edition of Moose Shit. Please go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, comment. Go watch, follow us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and other stuff. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. And happy Halloween.